What's up, Pixel Plague? It's C-Tate here with Clampz417 for a nice Vyrus Co interview. He's a member of the Pixel Plague, a personal trainer. He's known for his high energy, foul mouth, and way better gunplay than Sledge315. He runs a movie night every Thursday on stream, and he's really close to 1,000 members of the Wolfpack. What's up, Clampz?
What's going on, C-Tate? Thank you for that very true and inspiring introduction. Sorry, Sledge.
Hey, no problem. Gotta spit the truth. So, what's the origin of the name Clampz?
So it started. We talk about it a little bit later on in this, I believe. But I started as a 2K streamer, on Xbox One, and it was Clamp Squad originally, and that's
Clamp
not really
Squad.
a name that ages well amongst different games. Like, it doesn't really make sense unless you're like a basketball fan and you understand what it is.
Right.
So eventually I was like, I want to rebrand it. But by the time I wanted to rebrand it, everybody called me Clamps already. Like, I don't think anybody's ever actually called me Clamp Squad. Everybody has always just called me Clamps. So I was like, you know what? That kind of sticks. And then the Futurama, if you've seen the Futurama of it.
Best cartoon ever made.
Yes, sir. Yeah. so the little bit of a double-sided there, but that's where we're at now. It was too much to go with a different name.
Oh, for sure.
We already had the brand.
So for anybody who's trying to catch you on stream, when are you streaming these days?
Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for gaming and other like shenanigans. And then on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do a movie night every week.
Is that over on your Discord or live on Twitch?
Live on Twitch, twitch.tv/clamps with a Z417.
Hell yeah. All right, so we know you're a personal trainer off stream. Do you have any quick advice for anybody who's trying to get in shape?
I would say find somebody else to keep you accountable as well. Doing anything by yourself is really tough. Same thing with like the Pixel Plague and everybody here. Nobody's all by themselves here. Everybody's got somebody else to create with or at least link up with in the community. So very similar in fitness. You want to find somebody else who holds you accountable and also has similar goals as you in life or in the gym.
Oh, for sure. That's huge. Accountability's big. So in your opinion, what's the most fire Vyrus Co item?
So not the summer drop, I believe it was the winter or the fall season at least. They dropped these sweatshirts and joggers. The pink sweatshirt, I desperately still want one of these, but Delta, aka Johnny Cakes, fucking stole it from me. And he's like a size medium picking a big boy size XL. Like, he just snagged it right out from underneath my cart, I swear to God. But definitely the pink sweatshirt, the hit marker pink sweatshirts, those are fire.
Oh, for sure. We're going to have to go on a heist to get that back.
Honestly, yes. We're coming for you, Johnny.
So what's your favorite part about streaming?
Just meeting a bunch of different people. And I know it kind of sounds cliche, but especially in COVID, man, it's super hard being alone. I mean, I'm 24 and I live in an apartment by myself.
Right.
So being able to meet and interact with people all day long, as opposed to having to just, stay home and not do anything, like that's huge for me personally.
Yeah.
And then I would say like a close second is whenever like you hear anything, anybody who's been in your community a really long time and you start seeing them do very well with their own thing, whether it be streaming, whether it be podcast, whatever it may be. Whenever you see people kind of grow inside of your own community, I think that's super cool too.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's cool seeing people, even if they're complete strangers, like do well, especially when they're part of your community. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's awesome. All right, so we all know that you're a huge hip hop fan. You're bopping all day during the streams. Who are you listening to the most lately?
Right now, I would have to say that Pop Smoke album just came out.
Yeah.
And I think Mood Swings. I had Mood Swings on repeat, and then my boy The Hater just put me on to Weekend, like the After Hours album.
Yeah.
I didn't even give it a chance when I heard After Hours because it was on in the gym all day long, and I couldn't stand it. But he started playing that on stream recently, so I started bumping that all day now.
Okay. Hell yeah. All right, so we got a tweet that we just brought up from August 17th. You tweeted, "Women love SpongeBob." Right, so why do you think women love SpongeBob so much?
Bro. All right, so the story behind this, I'm actually so happy you brought that up, dude. All my tweets have so much gold. Oh my God. All right. So at the time, if you've ever seen the SpongeBob meme of like the guy looking for, or like SpongeBob's brain looking for his name.
Yeah.
Or, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and everything's on fire.
So the story was, I was in Discord with some buddies, and I was Snapchatting a girl, and she sent back like a compliment or something. So then I sent that same meme, and I was like, "Oh, she said something nice. What do we say back? What do we say back?" And she digged it. So that was why I said women love SpongeBob, because SpongeBob helped me in that situation. Shout out SpongeBob.
Shout out to SpongeBob.
Absolutely.
All right, back on the topic of hip hop. What's the most fire bar from any song ever? For example, Real G's Move in Silence Like Lasagna from Lil Wayne.
Yes. Jeez, man. It's definitely super hard to pick one. I usually I can't help myself but to post bars whenever I hear something that I like just clicks with me in the moment or something.
Oh, for sure.
So one that I recently put up was Big Sean. He said, "Never had a palm reading, always had my palm itching." And,
of course.
Bro, whenever I hear a bar like that, dude, especially like if I'm doing good at the time, obviously that's about making money or whatever. If I just like had a client or something and or maybe I just got paid from some client sessions and I hear that shit, I just go off, dude. Just high energy whenever I hear like some sort of like smart way of saying you're making money. I think it's so fucking cool.
Oh, for sure. So, you started off streaming NBA 2K19. Do you have any fond memories from like when you first started streaming to pretty much nobody? Any big things that happened that really took you off part, kind of got you going to get into streaming?
Yeah. Back on the 2K scene, I don't know if anybody in the Pixel Plague or anybody who follows Vyrus, if you guys are at all like familiar with 2K, it's like a pretty close-knit like community, and not a lot of 2K people, like people who watch 2K, they don't really go off and watch other games realistically. So it's very close-knit, and everybody seems to know every YouTuber and streamer, blah, blah, blah. So my favorite things that I would ever have happen to me on there is if like I matched up against like a YouTuber, and I would say big YouTuber, but like relative to my size then, maybe even if they had like 500 subs or something, that was big to me at the time, you know?
Right.
So whenever I would match up with them and like my chat would be like, "Oh my God," like they would fire me up because I don't know who these people are. I don't get to spend all day on YouTube sometimes, but
yeah.
So they would gas it up like, "Yo, you're playing this person," and then some people from my chat would go to his chat, and then it would just be like they're both chats are talking shit, and it was really cool either way.
Awesome.
And most people are pretty, relaxed and not super toxic. But even when it gets super toxic, I have a blast either way. So that would be my favorite memory. Yeah.
So to get into sort of a philosophical sense, is a Pop-Tart ravioli?
I mean, if the definition of a ravioli has to just be like something stuffed in another thing, right? Like, I would say yes.
It's a stuffing and with a doughy outside.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a hard ravioli.
Okay, yeah, like a undercooked ravioli.
Yeah, that's my favorite question so far.
All right. So when you're playing Among Us with people in the Pixel Plague or anybody else in your community, who do you trust the least?
Bro, I really there's too many people to think of at this point in time. First person that comes to mind is DeHater. That dude is a rat. Like, actually never can trust that man in anything. I would say also SG Panda is super hard to trust just because he always has he's always talking and he's always taking charge, right? So the moment I don't hear him talking at all, I'm like, yo, we just need to get him out, send him off the ship. We gotta get him out of here. So those two are for sure the most untrustworthy for me right now.
For sure. So what biggest accomplishment inside or outside of streaming are you most proud of?
I'm gonna give you two. So for streaming, I would just say having a community of people who support each other, which is really cool. Big up Sledge and everybody in Vyrus for kind of facilitating that for me as well. I was kind of building, but they definitely Sledge put me on the right track for sure. And everybody that is associated with Vyrus just super supportive. So just building my own community in that sense of people supporting other people. And then outside of streaming, I taught someone how to walk again without a cane, so that was pretty rewarding.
That's huge, yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, that was probably my favorite thing. He was 87 and been walking with a cane for 3 years, so He got to throw the cane away. That was emotional.
Oh, that's
for sure.
huge. Yeah, that's great. That's wholesome.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, man.
So to get away from wholesome, who from the Pixel Plague could you beat in a 1v1 and in what game?
Bro, send them all at me at once. Like, it doesn't. There's not a single person in Pixel Plague I can't beat in any game.
Any game. Siege,
not any game,
Fall
bro.
Guys.
Butt Shoes, Clover, bro, DJ, Greg, Sledge, easily. That guy's just the team manager. Like, he's getting me water whenever we play Valorant, okay?
Ooh.
Yeah, he ran me $40 up one night, making bad bets. Not smart, Sledge. Not smart, brother.
Got to get better than that.
Yeah, so, I would say anybody. Too easy.
Respect it. So what's a hobby that you're into that your viewers might not really know about?
I'm a big LARPing guy.
Oh, yeah.
I like to LARP on the weekends. Absolutely. As whenever I have free time, really. I even might end stream early sometimes and go LARPing.
Just at like the local park? Do you have like a group of guys that you are LARPing with?
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably around like 100 people every weekend.
Okay,
big
yeah.
LARPing.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah, that's a ton of fun. Glad you're into
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, me too. It's a really good time.
All right, yeah. So last chance. You got anything going on your Discord? Anything popping over at Clampz417?
Yeah, man. So I'm about to hit 1K, as you mentioned before. So if anybody plans on being there for 1K, I'm doing a pretty solid size giveaway for everybody who's already in my Discord and a part of the community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's going to be happening pretty soon. I've got a bunch of new computer upgrades and like aesthetic upgrades coming in as well. New desk, new case for my PC, a bunch of new stuff, bunch of new upgrades that are going to make the channel a lot more legit.
That's
not
hype.
that it's not legit, but yeah, it's definitely going to
legit.
improve very much soon.
All right. Well, thank you, Clamps. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for being the first video interviewee over here at the Pixel Plague.
Man, I don't know who else could do it better. This face, I think it was a perfect situation. Thank you for having me, CT. I really appreciate it, Captain.
Hey, no problem. Signing out.
What did you walk in on? Bro, this is my TED Talk. All right. So first things first, this is how you get to be the head pimp in your area. Go to the biggest dude there, clock him in the mouth, take his hose. Now you're the new pimp daddy in the area. This has been my TED Talk. Thank you for coming.